I greet a lot of people every single day. I go outside, I talk to people, I say hello, good morning, how's your day going? I compliment people. And a lot of the times you can do this and you get completely ignored. And I always just thought to myself, these people aren't good at socializing, they're level zeros, it's fine. But I kind of thought about it a little more. I always kind of dismissed it as just something that happens. Most people don't know how to socialize. Most people are socially awkward, which is true. But when I think about it more deeply, when I actually retrospectively look at what's happening, I came to the conclusion that this is so much more serious than I thought it was. Most people, 90% of people that you ever meet are complete weirdos. Like complete retards, I'm telling you. I guess since I haven't experienced being a complete social retard, I've experienced not being good at socializing, but I've never had like severe anxiety. I can't say that I've experienced it fully, but I know that it's complete ludicrous because 90% of people don't have intense social anxiety. If you talk to somebody, if you say good morning, you greet somebody, you're nice, you smile, you're open and warm, and they completely ignore you and walk past or look down at their phone and ignore you, I always thought, it's just they aren't good at socializing. But no, that person is genuinely just a weirdo. Genuinely, with all my heart, I believe this. The amount of rudeness and disrespect, and it is disrespectful, I didn't think this at first, it is disrespectful, it is rude, it is very abhorrent to do. The amount of insanity required for somebody to greet you, to be positive and warm, to go out of their way, to make you feel heard, to literally acknowledge your existence that most people don't even acknowledge, and to completely ignore them or look at them like they are some weirdo. The complete impertinence to do that. That's disgusting, bro. That is complete weird, ludicrous, whatever you want to call it. That is just odd. Is it not weird for you to literally say good morning and then they say absolutely nothing? I'll walk outside, I'll say good morning to 10 people. Only one of them will respond. And a lot of the times, the person who responds is either they already look like they're smiling and happy. They are either like jacked, they work out, so they probably have better mental health, they are probably more positive, actually care about themselves, or they are obese, which is kind of weird. You wouldn't expect an obese person to be healthy, to be happy. But in this weird way, because they are obese, they have more time to kind of focus on their mental health, to focus on their mental health, to, make sure they're happy, because they have all the time in the world now. They aren't going to the gym, they aren't working on anything really. So a lot of the time there's this divide. You're either jacked and social, or you're really fat and social. Of course you want to be on this side. But that's what I've seemed to notice. The people in the middle, the average people, which is like 90% of people in the entire world, complete losers, don't even know how to talk to people. You literally greet them and they'll say nothing or they'll look at you weird. And it's just completely weird. It's odd. So I want you to understand, because I constantly say this, when you go up and talk to somebody, when you approach somebody, the chances of you being rejected are drastically higher than the chances of you being accepted. Maybe for every 5 to 10 girls you talk to, you'll get one of their numbers and go on a date, etc. You are more likely to get rejected than accepted, so you need to understand that fact and not let it affect you. I think one of the worst things you can let happen to you is to get rejected to get rejected by a girl and then to like let it affect your mental health and your self-image, and now you feel like a loser. Bro, stand proud, stand tall, stand straight and say, but I still did it and I still shot my shot, and now I'm better at socializing, and it was more common for me to get rejected than accepted, so it's fine. Of course, if you're like talking to 100 people and none of them accept you, then you're doing something wrong, bro. Check out the social protocol. You can talk to me directly and we can kind of sort out your problem. So you need to understand that most people are genuinely just weird. Sometimes I literally cold approach a girl, complete normal approach, something I've done to someone else and they really like that, and I'll do it to this girl, and immediately she'll have this weird look of repulsion. Of course, I may not be her type. Of course, they may just not like my voice. They may not be used to being approached. Of course, there are all of these factors. However, a look of disgust when you see somebody, that's very weird. Most normal people, they can literally see the ugliest person and still have a straight face. So for somebody to go out of their way to talk to you and then you have that's completely weird. That's not normal. There is something wrong with that person. I want you to understand that. Most people are just weird. That's it. That's the moral of this. This is the lesson, bro. It's the lesson of my stories. It's the lesson of life. Most people are weird. The 90% of people in the world are complete losers. That's just how it works. They are disrespectful, they are losers, they don't work on themselves, and they're kind of just livestock in a weird way. And you need to kind of get this ingrained into your head. I mean, yeah, it sounds cruel, it sounds mean, it sounds rude, but it's the truth. And if you're practicing being social, you'll notice this as well. You'll talk to people, a lot of them are kind of just weird, like they're acting really insecure. I don't like the word insecure, but they have closed body language, they aren't confident in themselves. And it's just odd. So just understand that. Don't let rejection affect you, because you are more likely to get rejected than you are to be accepted. And a lot of the time, not all of the time, but a lot of the time, it'll literally just be their fault for why you got rejected. Maybe something bad happened to them that day. Maybe their father died on that day. And that's why now they don't want to talk to you and they're just in a bad mood. Or maybe they're just some weirdo. Maybe they're just like a level 0 social NPC. They can't talk to anyone. That's also very common. So never take rejection personally, because there's no reason to. Hope this video helped you. Check out the social protocol, top link in the description. It will show you exactly how to go from level 0 to level 3 of social skills, where you can talk to anyone at any time, no matter what. It is literally the best program. You get personalized coaching calls from me, live. And if you join early, then it can literally be me and you in a call, no one else, and I can directly answer your questions. We'll have a community of people who are like-minded, who have the similar beliefs to you, similar goals and aspirations, and you can literally message them, ask them questions, and be like, hey bro, I saw that you're near my city, do you want to go to this gym? We can hang out, hit a workout, and that could literally be your lifelong brother. Genuinely. Hope this video helps you. Remember, consistency is over a lifetime. Bye-bye.